Good day, everyone. I am Jessamine Dunsal from Bitivita GFT. So today, I will be discussing to you about multicultural literacy. Before that, let us define first what is multicultural and what is literacy. So according to Cole's dictionary, multicultural incorporates ideas, beliefs, and people from different countries and different cultural background. While in literacy is the ability to read, write, and use numeracy, at least one of the method of writing and understanding. So, if we will put together the two terms, we will come out the definition of multicultural literacy. It refers to the skills involved when uncovering bias in regards to the culture, as well as the ability to take different perspectives. It can be connected to language and arts. So let's start our discussion. So, multicultural literacy. So, as our culture begin to mix and change as a result of globalization, conflict inevitably arise over identity, values, and worldviews. So, this situation consequently need for a literacy that enable us to quickly and easily identify and resolve such as conflict, preferably before they even begin. So, this has come to be understood as a multicultural literacy. So, when we say multicultural literacy, it is the ability to understand and appreciate the parallels and differences between costumes, values, and beliefs of our culture and a different culture. So, we all know that multicultural literacy is very important to globalization because it serves as a powerful tool enabling students, people, to gain a better understanding of both their own cultures and the other cultures. We, as a student, we should also appreciate the other culture so that we can help to build a understanding and respecting for people from other cultures. So multicultural literacies, so it is a set of skills and knowledge, but it is difficult to define because of how it is changes depends on the context of America and Europe. So let us define a multicultural literacy in America and how it is different in European context. So in America, they define a multicultural literacy is a very strong learning towards knowing or identifying polyethnic origins of knowledge with the express of goal of fostering equality, diversity, and social justice. So, in America, they are referring about their learning towards. So, it focused their multiculturality about the equality, the the social justice of the people, the diversity. So, it's about identifying the polyethnic of their cultures. So while in Europe, they define a multicultural literacy is a form of intercultural communication competence or ICCC. So it's defined which is they are referring the attitude of a person, their personality, the patterns, and etc. So it is about a communication, how it is linguistically or their culture about their language. So it's about their communication in Europe. While in America, they are referring also a polyethnic origins of knowledge. In Europe, it's about when interacting with others who are linguistically and culturally different from oneself. So that is in Europe context. So that's the difference between Europe and America. So in Europe, they are very strong learning towards the knowing or identifying the polyethnic, while in the Europe, they are defining the multicultural about the intercultural communication competence, which is, it's about their linguistically and culturally. It's defining about how they are interacting with other people. Multicultural literacy as the knowledge and skills necessary to ensure that any communication with a culture different from our own is clear, productive, and respectful. So we should accept and appreciate the other culture, different culture. So different culture is not just limited to someone from another country, but could also include someone whose gender, economic background, religious beliefs, sexual orientation, or even sense of fashion is different from our own. So, for example, in our classroom, so we all know that in our classroom has differences. So, different culture, different beliefs, different costumes, different religions. So, in that situation, we should accept their culture, we should accept their religions, because it's about respecting to other and to ourselves also. So even though in the classroom, for example, that my classmate has a disability, so and some is not Catholic, so we should accept the religion, we should accept her disability, we should understand, we should not discriminate them, we should accept and appreciate, we should help them to encourage to our country, to our place, so that we can gain a piece of our globalization. So okay, so next is, here are the example of manner of being multicultural literate. So first, be selfless. Selflessness is not instinctive to people and is especially difficult when one feels insecure of oneself's identity. When we say be selfless, it's about your care to other people than yourself. It's about you're not selfish. You are caring and loving to other people. You're not understanding yourself. You're understanding the other people. That is be selfless. So it's good also because you can help other people. Number 2 is know that good and useful things can and do come from different from us. So when we say that know that good and useful things can do and do come from the difference from us. So that is, we should acknowledge good ideas and products have come from different culture. So we should acknowledge. The third one is be willing to compromise. So be willing to compromise. There must be a compromise, a reciprocal adjustment of demands and expectation to accommodate what the other party is willing to give. So it's about to give, to listen both sides and to accept both sides. For example, the voting. So we should accept the other party and we should listen the two sides of the party and we should accept of their platforms. Last one is accept that there are limits. So accepting that what we want cannot be had from that particular source. So that's it means that we should accept that there are limits. We should not pass or we should not go if there are limits. So we should accommodate that there are limits in our globalization. So That's all for this discussion. The next reporter will discuss the issue in teaching and learning multicultural literacy in the Philippines will be discussed with Miss Estela Garcia, and thank you for listening. Have a good day.